Okay. Any other pains or injuries that you know about? Good. All right. Good day, everyone. This is Stephen Cheng coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com, and if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10 and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video as well as my website. Today's class is Mobility Flow. It is a class designed for fluidity and flexibility, and we are incorporating asana movements along with functional range movements. If your hips are tight or your lower back is tight, please elevate and sit up on a block or some blankets. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether. Always making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. All right, sitting up tall, palms face up, and fingers come to Gana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. And as you ground evenly through your seat, elongate through your spine. As you start to quiet your mind through the breath, let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three ohms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer from the heart. Pressing your thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs. Lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something, or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Apavitraha. Om Apavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Dishyandraha, Dishyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes, palms face up, fingers come back to Gyan Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate. Chin toward the right shoulder. Now, as you continue to point the chin toward the right shoulder with your left fingertips, reach outwardly to the left side and extend through your left side. Release back to center. Drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then chin toward the left shoulder. Keep that chin pointing toward the left shoulder. Extend the right fingertips out and get lengthy through that right side. Inhale back to center. Drop the left hand. Chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side. Roll it back. Opposite side. Roll the center. A few more rounds. And chin back toward the chest and pause. And take in the opposite direction. And back to center again. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor, neutral spine. Extending the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side, and turn your toes toward each other, and then roll them out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling. Back to center, switch them around, inner rotations. And back to center again. Cross your shins, but take the opposite shin on top, the other crossing of the legs. Inhale, take the arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Back to center again, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take it back up, other side. Back to center, keep your legs crossed. Right hand to the floor again, left arm is up, bend your left elbow. Left elbow to the right knee, 5 times. Inhale, lift back up. Left elbow, right knee, take it back up. Left elbow, right knee, back up. Left elbow, right knee, back up. Left elbow, right knee, take it back up, re-extend, switch sides, left hand down, right arm up, bend your right elbow. Right elbow, left knee, take it back up. Right elbow, left knee, take it back up. Right elbow to knee, back up. Right elbow to knee, back up. Right elbow to knee, back up. Re-extend just right hand and take it back behind you with your fingertips. Outer rotation, slightly back behind you. Lean back a little bit. Lift your sternum, your heart center up. Broaden your shoulders. Kiss shoulder blades together and gently looking up. So try not to drop the head back entirely, but keep the head slightly lifted. So you're slightly engaged, but you are looking up. And take the gaze to look back forward. Come back to center. Extend the legs forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Grabbing your feet, ankles, or your shins. And make your way back up. Watch for obstructions to either side of you. So if you have like blocks or water bottles, just move them out of the way. Okay, you're going to take your hands out. You're on your fingertips, just lightly touching to the ground. All right, or maybe slightly elevated. Let's take it slightly elevated so you're not touching down. You're going to reach your hands forward. Reach your arms as far back as you can. Reach your arms forward. Reach your arms back. Forward and back. This time, forward, elevate to parallel the floor. Reach back, reach forward. Reach back, reach forward. Reach back, reach forward. Reach this side, palms face up. Reach up, reach down. Reach up, reach down. Reach up, reach down. Left hand back behind you. Right hand to outer left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Come back to a more neutral position. Reach your left hand further back. Lean back a little bit. Right hand to outer left leg for resistance. Twist again. You can also actively draw the left shoulder back. Release that action just a little bit. Reach your left hand further back. Lean back even more. Bend your elbow. Draw the left shoulder back and twist. So you're going into the opening of the left shoulder as you take a rotation, and then taking different spots along your spine as you recline further back. All right, make your way back to center. Square back. Right hand behind you. Left hand to outer right leg. Inhale, lengthen in a vertical line. Exhale, twist. Release that action a little bit. Reach right hand slightly further back. Draw the right, lean the torso back as well. Draw the right shoulder back. Resist with your left hand. Twist a little bit deeper. Find a different spot. Release that action a little bit. Reach your right hand further back. Draw the right shoulder back. Twist even more. And release. Square back to center. Left leg forward. Draw the right heel back. Take your legs to a 90-degree angle if you can. Left hand to the floor, right arm is forward, bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist your left. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting. Right hand to the outer left leg. Use that resistance and twist a little bit more. Release the action a little bit. Adjust your left hand further back, and then twist even more. So staying in a vertical line with your torso. Release that action. If you have even more, adjust your left hand, twist even deeper. Square back to center. Left arm out to the side. Right arm is up. Exhale, side bend left. Take it back up to vertical. If you have more, reach out further. Side bend left even more. Come back up. You can keep your hand as is. If you have even more, left arm comes down and extend even more. With your right hand, reach your right hand forward and alongside. Forward and overhead. Forward, alongside. Forward, overhead. Forward, alongside. Forward, overhand. And the right arm up and behind you, half bind. Press top of the right hand to your lower back. Draw the front of the right shoulder up and back. So Heather, is all that movement okay for the shoulder? Okay. And it is your right shoulder, right? Okay. All right, re-extend. And then lift back up. Keep the legs as they are. Counter twist to the right. Square back to center. Switch legs. Right leg forward. Left heel back. Try to get to a 90-degree angle if you can. Less than 90 is okay if your hips are tighter. Or you can always elevate and sit up on a block. Right hand to the floor for support. Left arm forward. Bend your left elbow. Inhale. Draw the left elbow back. Exhale. Twist to the right. Inhale. Draw back. Exhale. Twist. Inhale. Draw back. Exhale. Twist. Stay there. Left hand to outer right leg. Re-lengthen on the inhale. Exhale. Twist. Release that action just a little bit. Adjust your right hand slightly further back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist deeper. Release that action a little bit. Adjust your right hand even more. Exhale, twist even deeper. Square back to center. Right hand out to the side. Left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back up. Adjust your right hand further out. Exhale, side bend even more. Inhale, lift back up. Keep the right hand as is. Exhale, if you want to go deeper. Right arm comes down. Extend even more. Then with your left hand, reach forward and alongside. Forward and overhead. Forward, alongside. Forward, overhead. Forward, alongside. Forward, overhead, and stay here. And then half bind. Left arm up and behind you to your lower back, and press the top of the left hand to your lower back. Draw the front of the left shoulder up and back for more space. Release, re-extend. And then come back up to vertical. Keep the legs as they are, and then counter twist to your left. Square back to center. Take the left leg forward. Now widen out your left leg to the corner of the mat on the left side. Then bend your right knee and step the right foot down to the floor. So your heels should be maybe about 2 feet away from your seat, and pivot to that right heel. Then hands, frame your left leg. And what we're going to do is roll that knee forward and back. So you don't want the right arm to be obstructing your leg, right? So just move the arm out of the way, all right? So you're going to roll the knee forward and back 5 times. Roll the right knee forward, roll the right knee back. Roll the right knee forward, roll the right knee back. Roll forward, roll back, roll forward, roll back. One more. Roll forward, roll back. Stay rolled back. Plant your left palm to your floor with your right hand. Gently press your right thigh away and slightly back. So get more space to the inner right hip, inner right thigh. Release, back to center. Extend the right leg out to your side. Press your left arm to inner left leg. Raise the right arm up. and side bend over your left leg. If you have a little more, reach even more to your left. If you have even more, binding the right hand to your left foot. If you don't have that, just keep reaching the right arm forward. Release, make your way back up, switching sides. Press your right hand to inside the right leg, left arm overhead, and then side bending over to the right. And if you have a little bit more, go a little bit deeper. If you have even more, maybe binding hand to foot. Right? If that's not available, just keep extending through your left fingertips. Release, make your way back up. Bend the right knee, draw the right leg forward, switch sides. I mean, you might want to also even out your feet. So right heel to the corner of the mat, step the left foot down. The heel should be maybe about 2 feet away from you. Pivot to your heel, flex your foot. Frame your right leg with your hands. Make sure your left arm does not obstruct your left leg. So rolling forward and back. Roll forward, roll back. Roll forward, roll back. 3, back. 4, back. 5, back. Stay rolled back. Plant your right palm to floor for support. Left hand pressing your inner left thigh away from you. And start to release. Extend the left leg out. Let's take that side bend again. Right arm inside the right leg. Left arm overhead. And side bend over to the right. And then progressively in the next 3 movements at your own pace. If you have more in you, go a little bit further. If you have even more, once again, bind. And start to release. Make your way back up. Left arm inside the left leg. Extend the right arm out. And then tilt over toward your left. So you can start a little bit more moderately, right? And then as you take the next few breaths, go a little bit deeper to the point that maybe you're binding, if that's available. If not, just keep extending your right arm. And start to release. Make your way back up. Bend your left knee. Extend the left leg forward. You're going to take the legs a little bit wider this time. Hands come back behind you. Outer rotations with your fingertips slightly further back. And again, lift the sternum up, your heart center, broaden your shoulders. Maybe even feel like you're kissing your shoulder blades together. And then again, gently looking up without dropping the head back, right? So you want to just look up and lengthen with a slight back bend to the cervical spine, your upper back, upper spine. Now come back to a more neutral position with your neck. Walk your hands slightly further forward. Press your fingertips to the floor with a neutral spine. Try not to round. You're going to lean the torso forward into forward fold. So progressively at your own pace. I'll give you about 5 breaths. Start to make your way forward. You can always walk your hands forward. And then if you can pancake to the floor, flatten to the floor. If that's not for you, just maintain a neutral spine as you make your way forward. Try not to round your back too much. So in a forward fold, get that stretch the lower back, right? You don't want to round. Once you round, it goes to your mid-back, and then you lose all the tension. You want to stretch the lower back, and as you gently make your way forward, you're getting that stretch. So always think about neutral spine. All right, so it all depends on where you are with your flexibility. All righty, starting to make your way back up. With your hands to your inner thighs above your knees, pull up and your knees will bend. Take the soles of your feet together. You can move your feet slightly further forward. Grabbing the inner feet or threading the arms underneath, your choice. And in this forward fold, it's a very soft forward fold. You can round your back as much as you want. And make your way back up. Draw the knees together. Swing the legs back. hands and knees. Take the left hand, one handprint wider, one handprint further forward. We're going to take the threading of the needle, but you're going to do a thoracic twist. Inhale, raise your right elbow up. Exhale, thread it through, but stay hovering 5 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Lift. Thread this time, lift, and thread all the way through as you bend your left elbow, left shoulder, left cheek touches the floor. And keep rotating through the mid-back. Keep reaching the right hand to your left side, supporting with your outer right shoulder, outer right cheek, or a side of the head to the floor. Press into left hand, lift back up. Keep your left hand as is, reach your left heel back, right arm forward. Bend your left knee, reach back, grab the foot, and kick back. Then release, step the left foot out to left side. Walk your hands back to hands and knees. Then we're going to twist to the other side. Right hand, one handprint wider, one handprint further forward. Inhale, lift the left elbow up. Exhale, thread through 5 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Lift and thread. Lift. Thread this time. Lift and thread all the way through. And again, as you bend your right elbow, left shoulder, left cheek toward the floor. And release. Lift it back up. Walk your hands in, standing on the right knee. Gate pose. So you want to make sure you line up the right shoulder, right hip, right knee. One straight line so you have a vertical line for support. Left foot is flat to the floor, turning your toes in if that is better for you to flatten the foot. Arms parallel, palms face up, and side bending to your left. Take it back up. Right hand to the floor, left arm overhead, side bending to the right. Back to center. Coming back up. Hands to your lower back. So your palms are supporting your lower back, your fingers around the top of the glutes. Draw the elbows back, broaden your shoulders. Lean the hips slightly forward, upper torso leaning back, gently looking up. So this is your modified camel pose combined with a gate pose. If you have more flexibility in you, you can take the right hand to the right heel, reach your left arm up and back. Right? If that is too much for your back bending, come back with your hands supporting to your lower back. Take it back up. I'll give you 2 options here. You can do the rotated version, which is with the left hand, right heel, right arm up. More advanced students can bind the left hand to the right foot and then side bend to your left. Right? So you have 2 options. This more advanced option, left hand to bind to the right foot, pick up that foot and side bend, or right heel comes down, right? And then left hand to the right heel and then taking the back bend. All right, coming back up, hands to the floor, pick the left knee back. Let's come to down dog. And then just pedal out the legs. Give that right knee a little bit of a release. All right, come back to down dog. We're going to come forward and back into a tuck toe up dog 3 times. Inhale, come forward into a plank. Keep your toes tucked under. Let the hips draw down as you lift your chest. So it's a tuck toe up dog. Exhale, take it right back to down dog. This is for neutralization. Inhale, come forward. plank, let the hips draw down as you lift your chest. Exhale, take it back to down dog. Inhale forward to plank, lift the hips drop, lift your chest. Exhale, down dog. Come forward into a plank again, knees come down, coming to your hands and knees. So we're going to be on that knee for a while, right? So if you need a little bit of padding, start taking your padding. So from hands and knees, threading the needle. Right hand, one handprint wider, one handprint further forward. Inhale, raise your left elbow up. Exhale, thread it through 5 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Lift. Thread. Lift. Thread. This time, lift and thread it all the way through. As you bend your right elbow, left shoulder, left cheek comes toward the floor as you twist. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to close this blind here. It's getting too bright. All right, press into your right hand. Lift back up. Take the left hand forward, right heel back. And then binding, left hand to right foot and kick it back. So this is your tiger pose. Release to step the right foot over to the right side. And then walk your hands back into hands and knees. And then left hand, one handprint wider, one handprint further forward. Inhale, raise your right elbow up. Exhale, thread through, thoracic twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Lift. Thread. Lift. Thread. Lift. Thread all the way through, right shoulder, right cheek toward the floor as we twist. All right, press into left hand. Walk your hands back in, and then standing up on the left knee, coming into gate pose. So you want the right foot to be flat to the floor. So if you have the flexibility and you can flatten the foot pointing straight to the right side and the leg fully extended, then fantastic, right? Most of us are not going to be able to do that. So you're turning your foot in a little bit. You can ground the foot and keep a full extension. All right, palms face up, arms parallel, side bend to the right, right arm, right leg, left arm overhead. Inhale, take it back up. Left hand to the floor, right arm overhead. Take it back up. Camel pose, hands to your lower back. So your palms to your lower back for support, your fingers around the top of the glutes. Draw the elbows back to broaden your chest. Lean the hips slightly forward. As you lean the hips forward, upper torso leans back. Coming back up, left hand to the left heel, right arm overhead. Now, if these variations are a little bit deep for you, then keep the hands to your lower back and take the modified version. Draw back up, switch hands. Right hand to the left heel, left arm reaching back. So that's the easier version of the two that I'm going to show you. The other option, more advanced, is right hand to left foot. Pick up the foot, and then side bend over the right leg. Right? Otherwise, the left toe's tucked under. Right hand to your left heel, and taking the back bend with the support. All right, let's break. Make your way back up. Hands back to the floor. Draw the right leg in, and then down dog. Pedal out once again. All right, come back to stillness. Let's take 3 tuck-toe up dogs again. Inhale, come forward. Let the hips drop. Lift your chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale forward. Hips draw down. Lift your chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale forward. Hips drop. Let your chest lift. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up. 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose and around the spine. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm in touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Kick back up. Stepping your right foot forward, warrior 1. Hands together in prayer, interlace your fingers, press your palms forward. On the inhale, lengthen front leg, reach up high. Bend the front knee, press forward, and add a twist to the right 3 times. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press, and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward, twist, stay twisting. Right hand behind you, half bind. Left arm, outer right knee for your twisted lunge. Inhale, come up, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. You can modify elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor. Left arm, reach up. Inhale, come up, reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Modify hand to the shin or the hand to the floor. Inhale, come up, reverse triangle. Half moon, right hand forward about a foot, lobe off to right side. Left heel reaching back, left arm reaching up. Take the gaze to the floor for balance. Revolved half moon. Left hand comes down. Square off your hips. Left hand stays down. Right arm up to twist. Then again, gaze to the floor for balance. Taking your left knee behind the right heel as you bend your right knee to lower down a little bit. And then on the inhale, lift and kick it back up. 3 times. Left knee behind the right heel. Lift back up. Left knee behind the right heel. Lift back up. Seated spinal twist. Left knee behind the right heel and sit all the way down. So the right leg should be on top. So when you cross the left knee behind the right heel, that will place your foot to outside the left knee. Right hand behind you. Left arm is up. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, counter twist to your left. Square back. Step the right foot down. Warrior 1. Rise up. Open it up. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to your floor. Right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm in touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Stepping your left foot forward. Warrior 1. Open it up. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Side angle, left arm to top, left leg to modify, or the hand to the floor if you can touch down. Right arm up. Inhale, take it back up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg. Triangle. Oh, I forgot the twist. Sorry, guys. I'll come back to it. Inhale, come all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, half moon. Left hand forward about a foot. Take the gaze to floor for balance. Revolve half moon. Right hand comes down to floor. Square off your hips. Right hand stays down. Left arm up to twist. And then keep the gaze looking down to the floor. Right knee behind the left heel. Draw down a little bit. And then lift it all the way back up. Right knee behind the left heel. Lift it back up. Right knee behind the left heel. Lift it back up. Seated, spinal twist. Right knee all the way behind the left heel. Take the seat down. Left hand is behind you for support. Right arm is up. Inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, counter twist. Back to center again. Warrior one. Stepping your left foot down and rise up. All right, so catch up to the thing I missed. Hands together in prayer. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms forward. Lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist left. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press forward and twist. Square center, lengthen, reach up. Bend, press and twist. Left hand behind you, half bind. Right arm, outer left leg and twist. Inhale, all the way back up and around. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Come forward into your plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. Sphinx pose. Walk your hands forward a little bit. Take your forearms down. You want to grab opposite elbows to line up your shoulders, and then take your forearms back down. You want to check that your shoulder and your elbows are vertical, so you end up with 90 degrees with your arms. Once you have that, press your belly and your lower ribs toward the floor, and that will flatten your lower back. Press your forearms down to lift your chest, and that will deepen your back bend. Now, rather than looking straight forward, which crunches the back of the neck, you want to look slightly down to keep a more neutral cervical spine. Once you have all that set up, actively reach back with your toes and activate your legs without overusing your glutes. So try not to squeeze your glutes, but reach to your toes instead. All right. Turn your left forearm in. Walk your right hand back a little bit for support. Roll to the outer left hip and reach your right leg out. So you can take two poses. If you're less flexible, you're going to bend your right knee in a frog leg and you're going to flex your right foot. If you have more flexibility, right leg goes straight out to the side. Once you have that positioning of the legs, right hand presses to the floor as you draw the right shoulder back and twist, looking over your right shoulder behind you. If this is good enough, stay here. If you're going deeper, bend your left knee. Reach back with the right hand, grab the foot, and kick back. All right, release your left foot if you have the bind. Take the right hand back down. Everyone start to come out of the pose by drawing your right heel back. Square back. Take your forearms back down. Remeasure for your Sphinx pose. Opposite elbows, forearms down to parallel. Shoulders line up over your elbows 90 degrees. Belly lower ribs down, pressing forearms down. Lift your chest and gaze toward the floor. Reaching your toes back without overusing your glutes. All right, second side. Turn your right forearm in, 45 degrees. Walk the left hand back for support. Shift to roll to outer right leg so that you can draw your left knee in, either 90 degrees and flex your left foot and build the frog leg, or full extension of the leg out to the side. And then press your left hand down, lift your chest, twist, and look past your left shoulder behind you. If this is good enough, stay here. You're binding. Bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand. Grab the foot and kick back. Begin to release. Left hand comes back down. Square back. This time, once you get to Sphinx, you're going to lift the elbows. Elbows out to release your chest. Walk your hands back. Child's pose. Nice and slow, slow, slow. Now you can take an active child's pose with the arms extending forward, resting your forehead. Or you can take a more passive one with your arms alongside the knees and the ankles so your shoulders are a little bit more relaxed. So whatever you choose. All right, make your way back to down dog. Raise your left leg up. Step the left foot forward. Crescent moon, right knee comes down. All right, take extra padding to your right knee if you need to. Walk your hands to the top of the thighs. All right, so within this pose, we're going to take 3 movements. So first, lining up your left knee over the heel, you're going to lean forward just a little bit. You don't have to go too deeply. Then we're going to release that just a little bit. Lean forward a little bit more. Release that just a little bit. This time, you're going to lean forward even more, and you're going to hold it here. And then take the right hand to the floor. Turn your left toes out at an angle. Left thigh also turns out. Once you ground the palm, raise your left arm up and behind you, half bind. Keep the hips leaning forward. So you want to continue with the stretch of the right quad into your hip. You may stay here with your right leg extended back, or you can bind by taking your left hand to your right foot. I'll give you 3 more breaths here. Those of you who want a deeper quad stretch, square off your shoulders. Draw the right heel in toward the seat as you bow forward. All right, so this is quite deep. You may not get there. That's okay. But if you want to just work on twisting here, perfectly fine. All right, let's start to break. Make your way back up, releasing your binds. You're going to take the hands to the floor. Turn your left toes back forward. Then frame your left foot with your hands to either side. Tuck the right toes under, coming into pyramid. We're going to hold pyramid for about 10 breaths here. Now, for those of you where you have very flexible hamstrings, flexibility into your hips, and you want to take splits instead, you can work on your full split. All right, Hanumanasana. All right, if you're staying here in your pyramid, stay in pyramid. If you're working splits, you can take the right knee down, work the left heel forward, right knee back, and coming into your split. So we worked a lot on hamstrings, hips, lower back. So perhaps for those of us who are taking splits, maybe you felt like today was a little bit more open for you to come into it. Ooh, extra credit. Flying ninja pose. Hands to the floor. Draw the left heel in toward the right arm. Right leg out to right side. Lean forward and lift. Hold on. Flying ninja. All right, draw the left heel in over the right arm. Right leg out to side. Chaturanga arms. Lean forward and lift. Amanda, almost there. Right leg out to the right side and forward. So you want to square the torso forward like chaturanga. Right, that's right. And the right leg over to right side, supporting with the right arm. There you go. There you go. But you're not going to hook the legs. The left heel stays in. That, right? That's a lift. All right. Let's start to make your way back, right? So you're on your left leg forward in your pyramid. All right. Bend your left knee, ground your palms, step the left foot back plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up, stepping your right foot forward, crescent moon, left knee comes down. Extra padding to your left knee as you need with a towel or double folding your mat. Set up your pose with the hands to the top of the thighs. The right knee lines up over the heel. Once you're set with the base, you're going to lean the hips forward just a little bit and then release that action. Lean forward even more. Release that action. Lean forward even more. You're going to hold this time. All right, then you're going to start to release your left hand to the floor. Turn the right toes out and the right thigh turns out 30 to 45 degrees. With the hips leaning forward, continuing with the stretch of your left quads, raise your right arm up and behind you, going into your twist. As you take the right hand behind you, the front of the right shoulder also draws back to create more space and length. Right, so as you take this twist and the hips leaning forward, you can stay here or binding. Right hand to left foot and kick back. Staying here for a few more breaths. Those of you who want a deeper quad stretch, you're going to square your shoulders, draw the left heel in, and fold forward. Draw that heel in with you when you fold for the left quad stretch. All right. Start to release your quad stretch. Everyone releasing your binds. Right hand comes to the floor. Turn your right toes back forward and frame your right foot with your hands, pyramid. Tuck the left toes under and forward fold over your right leg. Either staying here for your pyramid, those of you who went for splits, the left knee can come down first. And as you flex your right foot and move your right heel forward, left knee comes back, going into your split. All right, for those of you working with the arm balance flying ninja. So you know what? I'm going to take Amanda's lead. I'm going to think about almost coming into it like an Ashtavkrasana with your legs crossed. But once I get the legs crossed and lift, I'm going to undo the leg and then extend out. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw the heel in, right? Hook the leg, shift into the pose, and then release the leg. So that I'm lifted. So I think this action of helping me to lift will get the right leg off the floor, and I just draw the heel back and keep the left leg extended. That's right. So left leg on top to hook. Yep. All right. Hook the heels in. Yeah, hook the heels. Yep. And then lift up for Ashta, and then just keep the right heel in, extend the left leg out. That's right. Good. And then draw the right heel in, and that's right. There you go. So it's almost there, but at least you kind of have the shape now. So you want to be lifted with the bottom leg drawn in and the top leg extended out. That's right. There you go. Flying ninja. Good. All right. Let's come back out of the split and the arm balance into your pyramid with the right leg forward. All right. When you're ready, bend the front knee, ground the palms, step the right foot back, chaturanga up dog, down dog. Left leg up for pigeon. Draw the left knee in. Land that shin to the floor. So left knee, left thigh, angles out to left side, 30 to 45 degrees. Inch your right knee further back, untuck the toes. Walk your hands back, elongate. Once you're set, now you're ready to draw forward. Two more deep breaths. All righty. Make your way back up. Walk your hands back in for down dog. Pedal out. All right, come back to stillness, second side. Right leg up. Draw the right knee in, land that shin to your floor. Right thigh angles out, 30 to 45 degrees. Inch your left knee further back to lower your hips. Walk your hands back, elongate, make sure you're nice and level, and then make your way forward. Alrighty, start to make your way back to down dog. Walk it out side to side. And then start to walk your feet forward towards your hands and recline onto your back. All right, let's step the feet in about match width distance, and then windshield wiper your knees side to side. And then the next time you drop your knees over to the right side, stay with the knees down and take right ankle on top of the outer left knee. And then press down with your right ankle to the outer left knee, getting more stretch to the outer left hip. And step the right foot back down, keep the feet wide, and then windshield wiper your knees side to side once again. And then once you've done that a few times, draw the knees over to the left side, and then take left ankle on top of the outer right knee. All right, step the left foot back down, windshield wiper your knees side to side again. And once you've done it a few times, take the knees up to vertical and then extend the legs forward for Shavasana. And once you're ready, release. Let the feet separate, toes turn out, arms alongside, palms face up, let it all go. Beginning to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions, and then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. And again, let's take a non-dominant shin on top so that you can use your non-dominant hip a little bit more. Let the palms face up, fingers in Gyan Mudra. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Enough rounds. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Come up. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here this morning. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Cheng, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again. See you next time.